I am Lucy, and I created this poem called I Am a Cat. I am a cat, as black as a shadow. I like to scare people with my meow. I catch mice for my dinner. I can go with more cats if I like. I can go alone when I like. I am a cat.
Hi, my name is Sully, and I'm going to read my poem. The football game is on TV. The chips are in the bowl. We're totally excited and about to lose control. Our living room is turned into a huge chaotic scene. We're madly jumping up and down. We're screaming at the screen. My mom and dad are yelling while my baby brother wails. My sister's sitting on the sofa chewing on her nails. I'm running all around the room as if I've lost my mind. It's not because our team's ahead. It's not because they're behind. The reason that we're shouting and we're all running about is that the game was tied and then the internet went out.
Hi, I'm John. I'm going to read my poem. My little brother took my Switch to stream a game or two on Twitch. But when he tried to turn it on, my Switch would not play Pokemon. My Switch would not play Mario or Donkey Kong or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Minecraft or Monopoly or Captain Toad or Pinkman 3, Jurassic Park or Kingdom Hearts, or any game with racing parts, or Shovel Knight or Dragon Ball, or really any game at all. He gave it back and said it's broke. I had to giggle at my joke. I switched my Switch and played a trick. I gave him my painted brick.
I'm Robert, and I'm going to read my poem. Our teacher likes Minecraft. She plays it all day. She tells us to study so she can go play. She'll dig in her mind, going deeper and deeper, then fight off a skeleton, zombie, or creeper. She'll engineer buildings from dirt, wood, and stone, then go out exploring the landscape alone. She'll build and collect, and she'll run, jump, and swing. There's only one problem. We don't learn a thing.
My name is Joseph. I will be reading I made a meme this morning. I made a meme this morning. I posted it on online. I asked my mom's permissions. She said it was fine. People started sharing it. Next thing I knew, my meme has spread all around the world. It grew and grew and grew. By lunch, my meme went viral. It had billions of views. By dinner time, the TV had it on evening news. I earned a penny, maybe two, from every single share. By the time I went to bed, I was a millionaire. I thought of making one more meme that might go even higher, but nah, I'm nearly at 9 years old. I think I'll just retire.
I'm Graham, and I'm reading We Ate All the Cheetos. We ate all the Cheetos, and all the Doritos, and all of the chocolates and cheese. We still have some greens and a can of sardines, and some pickles and parsnips and peas. We swallowed the sweets, and all the puddings and treats, and we finished the ice cream and jam. What's left is a trout, and a jar full of kraut, and looks like a turnip or yam. We drank all the shakes, and we ate all the cakes, and the pies and the fries and the custard. Yet there's a lime and a few springs of thyme and a half-empty bottle of mustard. It seems we were hasty, eating the tastiest snacks we've purchased before. Now that's on hand is the food we can't stand. We might have to go to the store.
I am George. My dog does my homework. At home every night, he answers the questions and gets them all right. There's only one problem with homework. My rover. I can't run and walk that has been started all over.
My name is Maya, and I'm going to read a poem called Nicknames. My aunt calls me Elizabeth. My grandma calls me Liz. My sister calls me Lisa, and the baby calls me Wiz. My uncle calls me Betsy, while my grandpa calls me Beth. My brother calls me Dizzy Liz, or sometimes Lizard Breath. My teacher calls me Betsy, and my friends all call me Bess. I find these nicknames more annoying than you'd ever guess. I wish that they would call me by my real name instead. I simply hate those nicknames. See, my real name is Fred.
I am Ozo, and I will be reading a poem. I hope that you can read this. I'm pretty sure you can. It's tricky, and I'm wondering if you will understand. I know that it's a puzzle. I know it's kind of tough. I hope you don't rip it up and scream, "I've had enough." I'm typing this the only way that I know how today. I hope that you can figure out the words I'm trying to say. If you can read this message, it means you're really smart. It also means that my keyboard fell apart.
And that's
Hi, I'm Kate, and I'll be reading a poem. Why can't I get a horse? I don't understand why I can't get a horse. Why can't I make my shed a barn? Why can't I make my yard bigger? Why is the hay so messy? But most of all, why does Mom say no? Why does Dad say no? Why can't I get a horse? What I understand most is why a horse is expensive, why my cat will get scared, and why I will love the horse.
Hi, my name's Lily, and I'm reading a poem called My Flat Cat. I have a cat. My cat is flat. He sleeps beneath the bathroom mat. He slides around upon the ground without the slightest striding sound. He only eats the flattest meats and thin and wispy kitty treats. He once was fat, but now my cat is totally, completely flat. He got so slim, so flat and trim, the day my Great Dane sat on him.
My name is Annalise, and I found a poem about July. In July, I'll take a peep into the cool and fishy deep, where chicken soup is selling cheap, selling once, selling twice, selling chicken soup with rice.
Hi, my name is Jace, and I'm reading a poem. The people on the sidewalk can't seem to remain on the ground. They're jumping and hopping and spraying, and generally bouncing around. I've never seen anything like it. It's such an unusual scene, as if they have springs in their sneakers or bounce on a big trampoline. I think I know what may have happened that caused this chaotic event. Last week they replaced our sidewalk with one made of rubber cement.
I'm Brayden, and my poem is I hope you can read this. I hope that you can read this. I'm pretty sure you can. It's tricky, and I'm wondering if you will understand. I know that it's a puzzle. I know it's kind of tough. I hope that you don't rip it up and scream, "I've had enough." I'm typing this in the only way that I know how to today. I hope that you can figure out the words I'm trying to say. If you can read this message, it means you're really smart. It also means that my computer keyboard fell apart.
right.
My name is Nicholas, and I'm reading a poem named I Got a New Game for My Brother. I got a new game for my brother. My mom and dad got upset. They said you should never do something that you will come to regret. I nodded and told them, "I'm sorry." Then I sat back and smiled as I played I Got a New Game for My Brother, and that was an excellent trade.
My name is Kinley, and my poem is Here's a Silly Poem. Here's a silly poem. It has lots of silly things. It has a silly dragon with a pair of silly wings. And on the silly dragon sits a silly little man who has no hat but always wears a silly frying pan. And in his silly frying pan there sits a silly duck who drives around in circles in a silly little truck. And on the silly truck there's a silly looking horn that every time you squeeze it shoots out silly ears of corn. The fire-breathing dragon makes the corn begin to pop. The man can't catch it all, which means a lot of it will drop. So if you ever see raining popcorn from the sky, look up and you might see a silly dragon flying by.
I'm Molly, and my poem is Sand. Sand at the beach, sand at the shore, sand at the ocean, on the ocean floor. Sand in the desert, sand on the ground, sand in the sandstorm blowing around. Sand from rock that has crumbled into crumbs. Sand in the sand dune, shaped by winds and rains. Sand on the island, sand in the sea, sand in a sandbox for you and me. I'm reading a poem called My Dog Ate My Homework. My dog ate my homework, that mischievous pup. I got a hold of homework and gobbled it up. My dog ate my homework, it's going to be late. I guess that the teacher will just have to wait. My dog ate my homework, he swallowed it whole. I shouldn't have mixed it with food in his bowl.
I'm reading a poem called I Hypnotized the Teacher. I hypnotized the teacher in our classroom yesterday. I think it worked. He started to do everything I say. I said he was a chicken. He began to crow and cluck. And then he started quacking when I said he was a duck. It made my classmates laugh to see the teacher act so funny. He hopped and nibbled carrots. He hopped and nibbled carrots when I said he was a bunny. I said he was a fierce, ferocious giant hamster. It worked, but now he won't do what I tell him. Our class is now directed by this stubborn creature. I recommend that you never hypnotize your teacher.
My name is Maya, and I am reading My Koala is Not a Doctor. My koala is not a doctor. My koala is not a teacher. My koala is not a pilot. My koala is not a preacher. My koala is not an actor or an athlete or musician. My koala is not a writer or a lawyer or a magician. My koala is not a scientist. He's not a film director. My koala is not an astronaut. He's not a trash collector. My koala is pretty lazy. He just hangs out in a tree. And he never went to school for a diploma or degree. So he couldn't get a job at any place where he applied. My koala's employed because he's unqualified.
Oh, I wish I was a doggy with a bone. Oh, I wish I was a doggy with a bone. Oh, wouldn't I delight? I would howl all day and night. Oh, I wish I was a doggy with a bone.
As we take the field ready for the game, six in hand looking at how far we've came. The other team squares off to us, ready to score. We've worked hard, but this isn't practice anymore. The whistle blows, the draw is high. No one is going to let this game end in a tie.
The first goal comes quickly with using quick bursts of energy. If you play as hard as you can and to the best of your ability, you impress everyone with your skill and agility.
All right, thanks, Jade.
Hi, I'm John, and I'm going to read a poem. If your elephant is broken and she needs a quick repair, call the elephant repairman, and he will instantly be there. If her trunk can't play the trumpet, or her toes can't tap a beat, then the elephant repairman will inspect her nose and feet. If her tail won't hold a kite string, if her ears won't make her fly, then the elephant repairman will explain the reason why. When he figures out the problem, then he'll start on the repair with his elephant repair kit, which he carries everywhere. And it guaranteed your elephant. And then that's it.
The apple.
Apple.
Up in the apple tree, high off the ground, I see an apple. Apple.
Apple.
So big and round. I climb up the tree and hold on tight. I pick that apple. Apple. And take a big bite. Good.
All right, yay! Good job, Kara.
Hi, everyone. So during our poetry unit, we all wrote poems, and we began our unit by writing a poem about our voice. So here is mine. My voice. My voice is strong, bright, lively, and bubbly. My voice asks, who's doing the dishes? My voice says, here's the scoop. And for now and forevermore. My voice screams, where are my keys? My voice is loud as thunder when I cheer for my son at a hockey game, when I'm laughing at something funny, and when I'm calling my crazy cat. My voice is quiet as a church mouse when I'm telling a secret, when I'm in the library, and when a baby is sleeping. The journey of my voice started when I was a baby and my mom read me stories and sang songs to me. My voice wants to send a message to the future saying, you guys are valuable, you are important, and you are a gift.
I Made a Mechanical Dragon by Jack Perlutsky. I made a mechanical dragon of bottle tops, hinges, and strings, of thrown-away clocks, unamendable socks, of hangers and worn inner springs. I built it of cardboard and plastic, of doorknobs and cables and corks, of spools and balloons and unusable spoons and rusty old shovels and forks. It's quite an unusual dragon. It rolls on irregular wheels. It clatters and creaks and it rattles and squeaks, and when it tips over it squeals. I've tried to control its maneuvers. It fails to obey my commands. It bumps into walls till it totters and falls. I made it myself with my hands.
Hi, I'm going to read Invitation by Shel Silverstein from Where the Sidewalk Ends. If you are a dreamer, come in. If you are a dreamer, a wisher, a liar, a hoper, a prayer, a magic bean buyer. If you're a pretender, come sit by my fire, for we have some flax golden tales to spin. Come in, come in.
Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Hatton, and I hope that you have enjoyed your class's Poetry Cafe and had a few little surprises with some guest poems. And I would like to end this event with a poem about books. Books by Helen H. Moore. If you read a few, then you'll know it's true. Books are good for you. Chefs read cookbooks. Pirates hook books. Little kids read lift and look books. We read books of poems and prose, some of these and some of those. Read some too and you'll agree. Books are good for you and me.